Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys and gals. Welcome to your Monday edition, beginning of the week edition of Nougat Prince Live here on Rumble. That is rumble.com/Nougat Prince. While we're sitting here thinking about it, let's go ahead and knock some housekeeping out of the way. And if you're not already following us on Rumble, do me a favor, slide over to Rumble. Sign up for a free account. Go ahead and beat away on them keys. Anybody can do it. Doesn't cost you a dime. After you've signed up for an account, you can then follow the channel, which will it will automatically notify you every time we go live with our long form content here on Rumble. All of our short form content will be on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth. We do typically tend to stream to all of the biggest social media streaming platforms, whether it's Rumble, X, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, you name it. Sorry, I needed to take a swig of Monster for the whole. There we go. Here we go. Welcome in to whoever's watching on Facebook. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Hey, while you're considering the following us on Rumble, do me a favor, go ahead and give us a big follow on our other social media platform accounts, be it facebook.com/Nougat Prince. We've also got an account on Instagram, just at Instagram, I believe, once you're on Instagram, or Nougat Prince, at Nougat Prince, not at Instagram. I don't know. My brain is fried. It's been one of those days. But yeah, we're on. Like I said, we're on YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, TikTok. We're on all the things. Yeah, we're on the things. Update. We got, let's see, 2 orders sent out today. What's running on the X1C right now is the last of the Little Jesus figures for our local customer. We probably won't see Miss Lacey Mosier here tonight. She is out of town on her anniversary trip with her husband, Tony. So happy anniversary to Lacey and Tony. I hope you guys are having a fantastic time out and about. Just know that we're thinking of you. We're praying for you. Hoping it's a good trip, that is, and all that jazz. Be kind to the mountains. Please leave them standing so that way the rest of us can enjoy them too, rather than you guys just burning them down or having, you know what I'm saying. You guys are having too good of a time and all that jazz. I'm just saying. Anyway, so yeah, we've got the last of our Little Jesus figures. The reason why I immediately thought of Miss Lacey is because of the fact that she's just been so cool to be with us just about every time we go live. So anyway, yeah. We've got, like I said, Little Jesus figures going. The Centauri Carbon is still screwed up. Excuse me. The S1 Alpha has screwed up. Looks like the cover fell off. Let me check that real quick, guys. It did. Fan flipping test. We're just going to stop that print for now. It was originally anyway, was originally 9 heads we had running on there. It screwed up and was down to 4, so I'm going to rerun the calibration on that printer again, and hopefully it'll be back up and running like it should. But nonetheless, you get about 1,000 hours on these printers, and they start acting up and stuff like that. So it's to be expected, I guess. The X1C is a trooper, though. You know what that tells me? Tells me I probably should have just went ahead and spent the money and got some Bamboo Labs equipment. I'm not trying to sound like a Bamboo fanboy, but Bamboo Labs fanboy, but there it is. I'm going to sound like one. Let's see. The number of followers that we've got on, the Rumble channel as it stands. Bring that up real quick. We're up to 137 followers on the Rumble channel. We've still got about 170-ish on the Facebook page. So if everybody on Facebook would slide over and follow us on Rumble, that would increase our audience, hopefully, or at least the audience pool by at least 40 folks. So that would be awesome. That being said, the number of items that we currently have on the website is we are up to 906 items there. Probably going to go off talking about how many we've got every time we go live. Probably just do it once a week. Anyway, but things are going well there. The drop for tonight is more or less one item. There's just like 7 variants of said one item, and yeah, it's I mean, it's nice. It has its audience. I'm not necessarily part of that audience, but there are those out there who will appreciate this. Sorry, we just had a email come in. Cars.com. Great. So there's that. The other 2 printers, Charlie and Delta. Charlie is acting up, and yeah, like a redheaded stepchild. And Delta, on the other hand, is running like... I don't yawn this much until I get on the live stream. I've got to figure that out. I don't know if it's just because of the fact that I'm talking as much as I am or what, but nonetheless, Delta's running along. We've got... I will have posted up on Facebook at the end of tonight's stream the variant we're going to go with for our color combination naming, the giveaway thing that we do every week for the new color combination. I'll have that up tonight. I've got enough. I've got a head, a body, and some wings that we can put together and be able to put that up for you guys. So again, be sure you're following us on Facebook if you want to be a part of any of the giveaways and things like that, because that's of course where we do them all, is on Facebook. Shed some warm light on the subject. Got some thank you cards printed out. That's going to be kind of cool to include in the orders now. I have to admit, that was something I hadn't really considered needing for the orders, but it's a nice little added touch to each delivery. Lord of mercy, I might need to start doing these earlier. I'm just getting too old to be coming online at 6 o'clock in the evening. I should be getting in bed at this time. Not really. Anyways, let's check traffic. Let's see, on the X1C, yeah, those mini Jesus figures are just about done. Looks like they've got a couple more layers of the face and maybe the eyes to go before it's just strictly running nothing but the hair. And after I ran the first plate on the X1 Carbon, I realized that whatever settings I have set up on the X1 Carbon is what I should have been running with the whole time for these Jesus figures. Because not only did it cut the print time in half running it on this printer, but they're so much easier to come off the bed and so much easier to break apart. My fingers don't feel like, they've been through a cheese grater. The Centauri Carbon is drop images, take that off. Yeah, it's empty. There's nothing on it. And then the S1 Alpha, well, it has 4 heads. You can't really see them, but 4 of the red, white, or red, black, and white heads that decided to screw up. So there's that. But we'll get those restarted so that way I can make sure that Mr. Slade gets his winnings from this past week as being the last giveaway winner. But I think that's all we've got as far as that's concerned. Don't have any new news on the new printers. I did realize that we've spent like a boatload of money, and by we I mean me. Has spent a boatload of money on equipment and different components for the business. And that being said, if you guys will keep placing orders and keep sharing the website and the streams out there, I'd be ever so grateful. Got to pay for this stuff now. But that being said, since it's Monday, I don't want to hold you guys up, so we're going to get right into this thing, okay? What we're working with tonight is, the name of the drop is Pretty Sorted. It's for makeup and jewelry, or jewelry and makeup organizers. These are $45 because, as you can see, there are 2 pretty good sized bits in it. Okay, there's multiple variants. The first one we've got is Chisel Chic, which is this one here. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good sized set. You know, it's not exactly small. But it's for makeup and for jewelry. But we've also got, let's see, Pretty Pillars, which, I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's just, you know, a different styling of it and whatnot. And I think it does look rather pretty. Then we've got Sparkle Scales, which I've got an idea in mind for a particular color that I want to use on this one, but really, in all reality, it depends on what you guys want. Yes, Monster is needed, it seems, and sorry, I'm just now seeing that. I'm gonna have to get to the point to where I reload the software so that way it doesn't just show all of the chats that have been going on, but shows just the ones that we've got since we've been active. Yeah. Okay, so Sparkle Scales. Then we've got Rattan Glow. I'm assuming that's how you spell or how you pronounce it. Looks like wicker. Rattan Glow. If you're from Saudi Daisy, not really. That's not how we talk here, but you know. Then we've got Dazzle Keep. This is not Dazzle Keep. This is actually Cute Kitty. I guess this is Dazzle Keep here. It says Cute Kitty. I've got to swap these out. I screwed up. I'm sorry. So Dazzle Keep is actually the Cute Kitty version. You can see where it's got the little kitty faces on the things, and then the little kitty ears, and I mean, it's cute. You know, that would be nice for a little kid or a little girl. And then we've got Thread Treasure. Like I said, they're nice. I mean, these are not cheap to print either. I'm not just marking it up $45 because it, you know, I think it'll sell for $45. I've got it marked up enough to where, yeah. Anyway, I can pay for the filament and the wear and tear on the printers because obviously I have not been paying for the wear and tear on the printers as of late. But yeah, so there's the 7 different variants we've got. If you guys would like, these are all listed on the website. If you go into the All Products page, it's right there at the very top, right before you get into the spooky, the Hallowanty? Yeah, the Hallowanty drop from Friday. We've also got all of our latest ones. If you wanted to scroll through, you can see the different dice towers that we've got from Strong Rolls, the swords and daggers for our cosplay set called Shadow Blades, the mini-me sports figures that we can do now. We've got quite the plethora of items to choose from on the website. So if you guys have got any questions, comments, or concerns, now's the time to break them out. You know, we're only 15 minutes in. I think that gives us plenty of time to address any questions you might have, or comments about the drop, whether it was something you liked, whether it's something you don't like, whether is it something that makes you think of something else that we don't have that you'd like to see on the website. Excuse me. Does me talking about the printers a little bit have you guys more interested in the technical side of things? And if so, I can try to work on trying to build up some content for that as well. You guys just let me know. You guys are the ones kind of steering, or well, you guys are the ones putting the wind in my sails. So I don't really know how to drive this thing without y'all's input. So that being said, if you would throw a like on the video. What color are you wanting to go with on that one you mentioned? I was the scales one. I was thinking. Thank you for the question, Mad Mom. I was thinking about maybe a black and gold. You know, that dual color. I think that would look pretty nice on something like that. Especially since it's going to be in, most likely, I would assume these will most likely be in your bathroom on your bathroom counter or what have you. You know, it just add a little bit of something to the drop, and I think it would be nice, or even like the purple and gold dual color that I have, which you'll be able to get a taste of on next week's color combination that we're going to be running for the giveaway. But yeah, I want you guys to check that out. That color looks pretty freaking sweet, if I do say so myself. I was actually trying to steer away from the two color combos on the mini Quackens unless I went with like a special edition one, but they're just too cool. I couldn't do it. But anyway, like I said, we can. But as it stands, the crystal, like the skulls, would look nice, or if you have a metallic white or metallic black. Well, it's funny you mentioned the metallic white. I did order a couple of spools of. It's supposed to be like a pearl, but it's classified as a metallic white. I think I could probably, the what is it, the Pretty Pillars one, that would probably look pretty cool in that metallic white, or any of them really, I guess. Just all depends on what the customer would like, what you would like for it to be on it. But each of those are $45. Like I said, I don't artificially inflate these. I mean, I don't make a whole lot of money off these prints. I enjoy being able to print them mainly for you guys, but the money I do make goes right back into the company, so it's not like I'm doing anything necessarily nefarious with the money, outside of it being for the business. Anyway, any other questions or anything like that? Speaking of the skulls, I've still got the crystal skull sitting back here behind me. That's probably my favorite one that we've done lately. I've also got one of our dragon head planters right here, this one right here is more meant to be hung up on the wall and have like a vine plant or whatever. Oh, I liked the stream. How about that? I did. See, that should be I shouldn't be the only one liking the stream. Just saying. But anyway, we notification from YouTube. Don't really care about that right now. Yeah, What else we got? I noticed it does it on Facebook, but not on here. You know, I've noticed the same thing. I'm not really sure why. Like, it doesn't notify. It doesn't pop up on here if anybody likes it on Rumble. So I never know when anybody does, unless you like it on. Well, I think it does it on Twitch, and we know it does it on Facebook because it just did it for me just now. But yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do it on here. It's frustrating. Frustrating, I tell you. Just realized that my mouse is broke. Sorta, kinda, not really. Let's see. We got 2 viewers on Facebook now. How about that? How about that? We got a total of 5 in here tonight. And IL_CS or LI_CS. Hey there, ho there. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just got finished with everything. I noticed you're on Twitch, but it doesn't show you actually on Twitch. What's up with that? Are you not logged in? You've got to be if you're liking the stream or you're on the stream. Whatever. Yeah. So how's everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good one? This is all right around here. Like I said, we got a bit more components and equipment for the back end stuff that will be added in here over the coming days. Got the house straightened up a bit more. Still don't have the resin printer hooked up, which is infuriating, but it will be shortly, even if it's just an impromptu kind of, we're going to hold off on this, that, or the other thing. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now it's showing you up on Twitch. Yay! I don't really know what else to talk about, so I'm going to... What else you need to start it going? You talking about the resin printer? The resin printer, all I need to do is just, poop or get off the pot with it. That's not true. I'm leery of starting the resin printer up because having never done resin printing before, I'm a little hesitant to get everything hooked up. I ordered a new curing station, and I got it in the mail. I just have to take it out of the box and get it set up and, put the old one away because the old one's acting up for some reason. I haven't figured it out yet. But, I'm supposed to be getting some wall mounts for the monitors, or for my monitors tomorrow morning. So that way, whenever I get to fidgeting around on the desk, it doesn't. Yeah, trial and error. You're not wrong. That's basically what it's going to wind up being. I'm going to look up some videos tonight, maybe, and go over that. As far as the whole learning the process, like basically do a resin printing for dummies kind of course or something like that, and see if I can't get it figured out and get the basics, so that way I can actually just get the printer hooked up and get it started and run that first test. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and who knows, maybe Wednesday or Friday I'll be presenting you guys with the first ever Nuga Prints branded resin prints. Who knows? It could happen. Yeah, it's possible. But the yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Don't know if you'll swim till you jump in the first time. That's the truth. Well, Looks like the audience is starting to kind of dwindle off a little bit already. Well, that's probably because of the fact that I burned through the show like I did. As far as any other content, let me check to see what are went over the drop. Um, let's see. Oh, uh, Deals Gap. I checked with them. They're still plugging away, doing their thing. They didn't tell me how many they had left, but I'm assuming they're ready for another shipment already. Um, so that is in the works currently. We've got, like I said, the second plate of wings for the first part of the drop, or for the first part of that shipment, going right now. Should be about done. I mean, I think it might actually be done. Nope. Nearly there, though. Looks like it's got an hour and 2 minutes left on that plate of wings. And then we'll be, let's see, that'll have us, I think I've got 16 on that plate, so that's 32. Then another 16. What's 16 times 3? 48? Or, no. Anyway, it'd be 16, or it'd be 32. Whatever. I hate math. Anyway, we should only have like maybe one or two more plates to run, and then that 50 will be done. And then if we have to, we can swap it over to run the other color combination, which I really was trying to avoid doing it that way because I don't want to burn one printer out too fast. I need to figure out what's causing Delta to have the issues it's having, because it's for some reason it's having trouble getting the filament into the extruder. But I had to babysit that printer all night last night, just about, to keep it running the way it should. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm all for it. This is what I signed up for, so you know, we'll take the good with the bad. You take the good, you take the bad, you ba ba da ba da ba da. Yeah, that's, if you're too young to recognize what that song is, I'll just let you know it's the theme song from The Facts of Life. I don't remember what the line is. It's like, you take the good, you take the bad, something, something, and there you have the facts of life. There you go. I hope that's stuck in your head now, because it's stuck in mine. So yeah. Any other questions, comments, or concerns for the stream tonight before we call this one quits? We're gonna make this a short one tonight. Coming up on 30 minutes. Again, I will have the new color combination uploaded on the Facebook page after the stream tonight, or well, after this part of the stream. We will kick it back on for, you know, the active prints and stuff like that I generally try to run all day, every day, and keep you guys in the loop, so that way you see what's actually going while we're printing them. Because, well, that's half the fun. That's part of the reason why I like going to places like Subway or, you know, Papa John's or something like that, is you get to watch the food actually be made. I like to see the prints actually get made, even if it's just one layer at a time, you know. It's something nice. And plus, you know, we've got the kind of mellow music going in the background that kind of just helps people chill out and stuff like that. And if we can be that for folks, then awesome. But yeah. So there we have it. No other questions, comments, or concerns thus far. No comments on the Facebook stream. Still not showing any viewers for X or YouTube, which is fine. All right, folks. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we're going to go ahead and cut it short here and let you guys get back to your regularly scheduled programming. Whatever life has programmed for you to take care of this evening, whether it be getting kids in the bath, getting their homework finished up, getting them fed, getting them in the bed, or, trying to take over the world. Whatever it is that you got going on, more power to you. Yeah, that being said, I'm going to hop off here and go work on some printers. All right. Again, thank you guys for being here. We'll be right back here Wednesday night, same bat time, same bat channel, 6 p.m. Eastern on rumble.com/NugaPrints. Be sure to share the show with your family, with your friends, frenemies, all the folks you know, and let's just make this audience get a little wider. What do you say? That way, the more people see it, the more people we get to talk to, and the more people we get to spend time with. All right. Well, you guys, if I don't see you before Wednesday, I hope you have a good one. And until then,